when we talk about demand, we follow two rules. What are these two rules? Willingness and ability, right? So most of you guys will be starting their own business. So remember that one. Do not ignore this and this two characteristics of demand, right? Sometimes people say that, oh, they can, in this area, everybody is rich, they can afford it. Yes, but do they show their willingness? That's a challenge as well, right? Okay, so conclusion is that a market demand curve represents how much of a good all buyers are willingly and able to buy at each possible price. That's it. You understand? Any question?
No.
No?
No.
There is no question. Then please take out a page and make this graph. And do not forget to write your name and student ID. So I give you 5 minutes. And how you can do that? You make a graph, take a picture, send it to the group. Right? Let me write it here. So I want to see that whether you know how to make a graph or not. Right? Okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes to do that. So here we go. So how to make a graph? We already discussed that, and I want you to send your pictures in a group. So this is how we make a graph. So it's downward sloping. And remember, do not forget to write your name and student ID. Okay, you must send all the pictures in a group. Don't send me a personal note. Okay, let's take a 10 minutes break and then we start again. Okay, everyone, welcome back after a short break. So up till now, we have talked about that how to make a demand curve, what is demand schedule, and what is quantity demanded. And we talk about the law of demand. Now, let's talk about the movements of the demand curve, right? So we already know that who creates demand? Buyers. And who creates supply? Suppliers, right? So movement along the demand curve. So if there is a change in quantity demanded, so this small triangle mean change. If there is a change in quantity demanded and the reason is only price of that product, not other product, it means the demand curve that we have made, it stays the same, only position will be changed. For example, previously we were here at point A, in which price was 2 and quantity demanded was, for example, 4. Sorry, in which point was 12 and 4. Now what happened? For example, this is the market for ice cream, right? So when the price is 12, the quantity demanded in the market is just 4 ice creams. What happened? The seller dropped the price to 8. And on 8, the quantity is 10. So we call this movement. For example, you were here at that time, and now you move to point B, right? So this change in demand is called movement along the curve, right? Why? Because the reason is the price of that product. So guys, are you with me? Is it a rocket science here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right? So here, movement along the demand curve. It caused by a change in price of the product. So the change in price causes demand of the product decrease. This represents movement along the curve. In simple word, if there is a change in quantity demanded has changed from 4 units to 10 units. And what is the reason? The reason is because price changes from 12 to 8. That is the reason. So it means we don't have to create a new demand curve. It's the same demand curve, only position has changed. We were at A point and now we are at B point. So this phenomena is called movement along the curve. So graphically, what happened here? Price increase, quantity increase. So if the price increased from 0.5 to 1.5, what happened here? At 0.5, the quantity was 10, and now at 1.5, the quantity is 6. So quantity change, yes, from 10 to 6. And the reason is because price has changed from 0.5 to 1.5. So we just move from A to B. That's it. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, shift in the demand curve. Shift in the demand curve means when there is a change in quantity demanded and reason is not price. So I have given you an example here. So we have two scenarios. So first, let's ignore this one. Let's just not talk about that one. Second scenario, let's talk about this first scenario. So doctor says, so we have this old quantity, right? Even if the demand word is not here, can we guess that this is a demand schedule or not? Look at the price. Price is increasing, right? 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5. And look at the quantity. Quantity increasing or decreasing? Quantity decreasing. 12, 10, 8, 6. So we can say that this is quantity demanded, right? Just remove it here, right? So now what happened here? Doctor says people who eat ice cream regularly live longer. So we are seeing that one. Price is not changed. Price is still 0, but there is a change in quantity demanded. So at 0, and when price is 0, quantity demanded changes from 12 to 16. So it means the reason is not price. The reason is some other thing. People says, oh sorry, doctor says, right? So that argument causes quantity demanded to increase at each price. Look at that. 0.5, quantity demanded changes from 10 to 14. Price is the same, right? 0.5. So the seller will be like, the supplier will be astonished. I didn't increase the price, but still I saw the increase in the increase in number of units sold. People demand more. I didn't increase the price. So previously, even then, when I increased the price till 3, and my experience was that nobody wants to buy, but now people want to buy. So quantity demanded has changed from 0 to 2, but price remains the same. It means reason is not price. So when this happens, when quantity demanded changes, and that changes is and the reason of that change is not price, it's some other factor, right? We call that shift, and shift means we have to make a new curve, right? Let me just erase all. Now, second scenario, delete that one. So we have the old scenario here where the normal market demand is that at 0.5, the quantity demanded is 10, at 0.1, quantity demanded is 8, at 0.2.5, quantity demanded was 2. Now what happened? The doctor says people who eat ice cream regularly live shorter. The shopkeeper or the person who is selling ice cream, he experiences the demand curve, his demand of the products like that. At 0.5, 10 ice creams were sold, but now 6. And he's now confused because he didn't change the price. Price is the same, 0.5, but quantity demanded has decreased from 10 to 6. Similarly, with 1.5, quantity demanded from 6 to 2, and 2, 2.5, 3, the quantity demanded has changed to 0. Does price changes? No. Some other factor. We call that shift. It means the demand curve we have to make